Hello, this is Mr. Cardenas, and I'm doing a tutorial on how to use this website. Now, this website will be used to access all our resources for our classroom, and it's also be used to communicate with students and parents, and that's you. So, when you first go to the website, you'll see this page. It'll be the home page. It'll be the first page you see. This area right here would is a area for the Remind app. If parents, if you want to subscribe to the Remind app, which you, if you want to subscribe to the Remind app, what it is you download the app on your smartphone, and if I have to send out a message to parents, I could be on my smartphone or computer, and I can send out a message and will go to you. So if I have to remind you about something that you might need to sign for your student for the next day, I can do that very easily. I can send messages out to your parents. You would get them as text messages, but you won't be able to respond back to me. But if you would like to contact me, there's an easy way to do that. But we'll get to that later in this tutorial for the website. If you scroll down, this is mainly for students, but as a parent, you can also check this section. But this will be the announcements page. And I'll put any updates we have for classrooms or assignments. I would put that here. As you can see, I have a little welcome page as our first announcement. Um, you will be able to read this here. Go over this on Back to School Night. And also here, I have an announcement for internet expectations, which this form needs to be signed, and a little message explaining that. But again, you can go to here. Actually, there's the web address right there, mr-cardenas.com, and that's where we go. That's the address you will go to access the site. The next tab we have is a quick links tab. And these are some of the websites that we'll be using in our class. So your parents, your student, your child might be using one of these sites when they're at home for homework, possibly, or in class. Um, uh, some of these might change depending on whether students and whether we use them in class or not. But so far, this is what I have. I might add more as the year goes on. Right here, we have student resources. Um, this is where the video will go after I finish recording it. So students, you can go here if you need help with the website. You also have under student resources the cyber safety section. We will go over this in class, but in case you need to go over it again by yourself at home, you can watch these videos whenever you need to. But again, we'll go over these in class. We also have page for the Khan Academy, which we will be using. It's blank right now, so I don't have any resources, but later on I will add resources to this page. Kids blog is a YouTube video explaining how that works. Again, we'll talk about it in class, but for in case you're at home and you completely forgot what I said in class, you can watch this YouTube video on your tablet and it'll explain exactly what that is. This is also for a web service called Newsela. Um, have a quick links app here. And that goes back to there. I'll probably get rid of that. Again, this website will be changing constantly, but for the most part, this video will tell you all the main things you need to know about it. This is for reading rewards. I'm going to talk about this on at Back to School Night. And I'll get parent feedback about whether we will use this or not. I would like to use it, but depending on parent feedback, we will see. Under parent resources, this is the main page for parent resources. Again, this video will be under here when I'm done. We have dress code. This is straight off the district website. If you've already been going to Central Unified for a while, which I'm assuming you have since you're in 4th grade, then you should be pretty familiar with this. If you're new to the district, make sure you go over this just so you know what the district expects as far as dress code. We have a parent-student handbook. Again, this is straight off the district website. If you're new to the district and may want to go over this, if you're not, then you should know this already. But here it is accessible to you. Remind for parents. Again, I will add more resources to here as is needed. This one, I will go over this part at back to school night. But in case you were wondering, I'm going to ask for parents to fill this out within the first couple of weeks of school. Um, and this form basically will tell me where your student is going after school. That way, as a teacher, I know where the students are going in case you call or someone else calls looking for the student. I can say with certainty that student is at such and such place. And what happens is you put in your name, your student's name, and just pick one of the options here, or you can pick the other if one of the options doesn't necessarily match. And you can put additional comments if you'd like, if you want to say something else. And once you press submit, all that information gets sent to me and it gets saved. And I have access to that, all the information for all the students. I guess, again, in case of emergency or if we need to locate the student after school. Behavior expectations. These are the expectations that are expected of your student at Teague Elementary. I will be going over these expectations with students in the first week of school. But again, if they've been going to Teague Elementary since first grade or kindergarten, they should be pretty familiar with these. Next is their calendar. This calendar is connected to the school's calendar. It's also connected to the school's sports calendar. So if your student is in a sport, they should have the sports schedule in here. I'm not the one who makes this calendar. I just connected. I can just combine all the school calendar and the school sports calendar together in just this calendar. So I don't have control of what gets posted, but if you need to know anything about a certain date about the school, if you come here, you should be able to find it. As long as whoever the person is in charge keeps it up to date, it'll be there. All right, the last tab in the website is information on how to contact me. You can contact me a few different ways. The first way is my email, right here. If you email me within, let's say, about 5 to 10 minutes, depending on how my cell phone service is, I'll get this on my phone and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. This is a school phone number, so I usually, most days, I spend a few hours in the classroom after school, so they might be able to transfer the call over. Here's the school address for Teague, in case you need that. Here is another pretty efficient way to send me a message. It could be about anything, whatever you'd like. And again, it's just a form. Put in your name, your student's name, your email or phone number, and I'm going to use that information to get back to you. So depending if you want me to call you back or email you back, whatever you feel more comfortable with. Or if you notice, every time I leave, it says this is a required question. So it won't let you submit this unless you've already filled everything out, because I would like to know your name and who's your student, because there's a lot of students and names to keep track of, especially in the beginning of the year. It's going to take me a while to learn everybody's name. And finally, here's the message. Just type out the message. Let me know what's happening, whatever you want to talk about. And I would say this is within 10 seconds, I will get a notification on my phone telling me, what's going on. So say if this is, even if I've gone home and you say, if you would like to email, you would like me to email you back, well, I could possibly do so pretty fast. Again, depending if I have time and what I'm doing. Obviously, I can't email back if I'm driving home. And I also get all the information that you send me here will be kept on a spreadsheet, so I'll have access to that, and we can keep a history of our correspondence. And last but not least, is we have a tab, and this is just a little bit of information about me if you wanted to know. Again, I go over that. I'll go over that a little bit about me and at Back to School Night. I understand not everyone might have access to the internet, but once your student has this tablet, it's your student's tablet, but guess what? You can also use it as a parent to go on this website here, mrcardenas.com, and you can check out announcements. If you're not subscribed to the service where you get the messages that I send out for Remind, if you say you don't want to do it, well, guess what? You can come here, and all those messages that I send out will be here. So when your student comes home, borrow the tablet from your student for 10 minutes. Look at the announcements, see what's going on in their class. I'll put announcements here. You can look at any changes, look through the website for any changes if you'd like. Again, if you don't have access to the internet, if you don't have a computer at home or internet, again, borrow the tablet. You can message me off the tablet, leave your phone number or email, or your student's email. Your student has email, so there's lots of ways to get a hold of me. So that'll be it for this tutorial. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me using this form or at my email or call the school, and I'll be happy to help you. And I look forward to meeting you all at Back to School Night or any other time that we're seeing. All right. See you later.